Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Clint Capella is the modern-day, old-school big. Coach Nate McMillan said, we're taking advantage of these teams who play small ball. His ability to defend the basket and cover up mistakes, rebound the ball, set screens, and roll. He's a threat on both ends of the floor. Kevin, some things never get old.
Indeed. Thanks, GA. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, at lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, down low. Now, here's Simons. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Toronto. Grant kicks to Simons. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive for Murray. A nice shot by Simons.
Yeah, pretty good poise for Simons. I mean, that was a difficult shot.
Here's Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now, here's Simons. Tipped away and stolen by Murray. And the pass to Young over Hart. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Murray.
Well, if you let Trae Young get a look from there, he's knocking that down, feels like 90% of the time.
Lillard finds Simons. Here's Eubanks. Hart with it. Simons from outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And it's the growth of Murray as a distributor has really proved to be a great point guard. There were questions about that early in his career.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good, Murray. And Greg, you can see it. Murray has really improved his passing.
He has a great sense of the court and spacing, reads defense as well, and can direct his teammates. Could see him being an elite passer in no time.
And so Murray nails both of them. Now Lillard, providing around 26.5 points a game, really has an off night. Hart the pass to Simons. And here is Hart. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count the basket.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Grant. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Hart, that's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Capella with the bucket.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Passes it to Simons. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Eubanks the pass to Simons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Young against Lillard. Young inside. Off target at the rim. Portland is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lillard, the pass to Eubanks. Over Young. And again, it's Portland converting.
Yeah, Lillard seeking out his teammates, just trying to get it to the right guy. He was uncovered.
Back to Young. Outside Holiday. Pass to Capella. Second chance shot. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, you can see why Clint Capella is always up there in terms of field goal percentage in the NBA. Every season, close-in shots, big-time results.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 5. Eubanks, the pass to Hart. 5 to shoot. Over Holiday, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Young kicks to Murray. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
And no question, Trae Young is a very special passer and playmaker on the floor.
Young against Lillard. Grant, right side. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by the Hawks. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
And guys, Justin Holiday has been a journeyman, but he had a solid decade in this league.
If you stay in the NBA for a decade, that's saying something both about your work ethic and the fact that you're a great teammate. Justin Holiday, a consistent shooter, good from the free throw line, and obviously a true professional.
And the first one at the line is good. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing.
Second free throw, no good.
On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021, the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
So it's Atlanta now. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Collins in the post. He's covered by Grant, and it's good. 2 points. Capella's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard, but immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for Clint Capella. Grant finds Simons. It's Hart on the wing. Five on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Hart's got 6.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Murray outside. No good on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
And here is Murray after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Murray, good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Lillard bounce pass. Hart the pass to Eubanks. 3-pointers, Simons. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Holiday looking for an opening. Back to Young. From the arc. They get it again. Goes back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Sometimes you just don't have somebody on your roster to match up with the type of player that John Collins is.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
And guys, how about the different ways John Collins can score on you?
Well, John Collins can bully you on the inside, or he can spot up and shoot a little bit from the 3-point line. So that ability to stretch the floor makes him one of the harder forwards to have to contend with.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And so Collins nails both of them.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. He has fought the injury bug his whole career.
Now here's Walker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Lets it go. And it's Sharp missing. The Hawks trailing. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative. And let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And the Hawks making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Atlanta. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And I think for the Hawks, they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
they're in the thick of it, and I think they got an attitude that's well suited for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball. So when the postseason arrives, look out for this team.
Now here's Winslow. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Johnson can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Walker against Kaminsky. Walker dishes to Brown. Back to Walker. Kicks to Johnson. Sharp the pass to Johnson. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here is Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Back to Walker. Johnson in the corner. Outside, Walker. Back to Johnson. Over Murray. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson outside. Unloads. He dishes it to Okongwu. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Okongwu. No good. Portland leading. Pass to Walker. And here is Johnson from downtown. Another miss by Johnson. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Walker against Holiday. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Holiday. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Walker against Holiday. And Walker kicks to Brown. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Brown, good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Outside Holiday. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Back to Walker. Johnson outside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Kaminsky. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Atlanta.
T.J. McConnell.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock is at 3. No good from outside. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Shaden Sharp picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Holiday. Trailblazers trail by 3. Outside, Walker. Off on the layup. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks ahead. They lead by 3. From Portland. We're back in a moment.
30. Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your...
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Simons and Hart are your wingmen. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Grant. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, home in the paint. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And here is Simons. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
A shot by McConnell, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point game. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting a team.
And Hart drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here is Young. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Here's Collins. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Here's Young. Portland making their last shot. Lob pass to Capella. 4 on the shot clock.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And there's the pass to Simons. Dishes it to Grant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Grant. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. Here's Eubanks. It's Hart on the wing. Started by Holiday.
John Collins. Second personal
And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum were a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simons. So they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now, and it just comes at you in a little bit different package.
Free throw good. Hart.
With such a young roster, the Hawks exceeded expectations in that 21 season. They finished as the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference then.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Hawks. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Yeah, and many were shocked when Brent made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? So much just came together and really accelerated their competitive timeline. You just can't get ahead of that, though. You gotta take things a step at a time, and their core players are still intact, and I think this team is poised to return to that kind of competitive level.
And it's all about the release when you shoot. The flow.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
It's a tornado of T-shirts. Who's looking for some new swag? Awesome fans, join me in thanking your Blazer Dancer.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Murray outside. Pass to Capella. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Capella's got 4 this quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Simons kicks to Lillard. Simons, the pass to Hart. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks leading by 4. They shoot again. That shot missing. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And that one misses.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
And he's good on the second.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. His scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off. He's desiring to get better.
Team foul.
On defense, Portland. They trail by 3. Capella finds Young. Lock at 6. Here's Murray. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's Murray on the assist by Collins. Collins has got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Hart. Young against Lillard. Launches it. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Simons kicks to Grant. Up top, Hart, guarded by Holiday. Offensive rebound. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And here's Young from the arc. It's good on the putback.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Hart. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Now, here's Simons. After the miss from Damian Lillard, that one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Simons.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
And here's Young from the arc. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Holiday inside the line. The rebound by Simons.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Count it, and the Atlanta League has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hart.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Atlanta calls timeout. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Hey fans, get up and move with your Blazer dancers. It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers. Time to get loud for your Blazer dancers.
For the Trailblazers, Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Grant. Sharp comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Damian Lillard. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Frank Kaminsky comes in for John Collins. Johnson, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. The Hawks again can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 3. Walker surveying the floor. Simons on the wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And that's good for 2. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
There's the pass to Johnson. Now, here is Young, covered by Simons. Shot from the top of the key. Walker with the rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Sharp. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
What a finish by Sharp while taking the contact. It takes skill to win these and-one opportunities.
A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside, and he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
The free throw drops for Sharp.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Young pass to Holiday. Now Kaminsky. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Holiday finds Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The Hawks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Holiday taking 2 shots.
Free throw good from Holiday. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so here's Portland. Passes it to Sharp. Back to Walker. Pass to Simons. Now here's Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Brown the pass to Walker. Over Holiday. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Simons. Simons has got 19 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Young, 11 feet away. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yep, it counts. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
On the wing, Holiday. 7 points in the game. For 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And stolen by Okongwu. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. He'll put Onyeka Okongwu on the line. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Atlanta. McConnell's checked in. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
McConnell against Walker. Pass to Sharpe. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And all the talent in the world. That's what made Sharpe the 7th overall pick in a fairly deep draft.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now, here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Holiday trying to free himself up. A shot by McConnell, no good. Walker against McConnell. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Sharpe. He has 6. Tries again. And the layup good by Winslow. Winslow's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Walker against McConnell. Stolen by Walker. Johnson left side. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
Changing teams in your rookie year couldn't have been easy for Keon Johnson.
He only played 15 games for his original team before the trade, and I'm sure that was a challenging introduction for him to the league, but those are the lessons you learn early on. Control what you can control, and now it's up to Keon to try to find a way onto the floor consistently.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He kicks it to Kaminsky. On the wing, Holiday. With the teardrop, good work there as it goes.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The pass to Johnson. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. Can't cash in from close range. To the middle. Okongwu kicks to McConnell. With 1 on the clock. No good at the rim. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Portland Trail Blazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
Blazers youth dance team. It's dance time in Portland.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. On the court right now for the Hawks, Collins and Capella man the post positions. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Simon. Passes it to Lillard. Back to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Murray with the defensive effort. The Hawks trail by 4. Inside. Kicks it out to Collins. Poked away. Pass to Capella. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Eubanks got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Hart. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Damian Lillard.
That's a great move by Trae Young, and a brave one at that, playing right into the defender. Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
And that one falls for Young. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoffs, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans. And both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
Here's Young. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Capella finds Young. Capella trying to free himself up. The shot's good. 10 points for Trae Young.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hart with it. 16 points for him. A nice shot by Simons.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths, just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Pass to Collins. Wide open look here for Murray. The shot comes out, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Grant in the post, working on Collins. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Murray against Simons. Kicks it out to Collins. Stolen away. Grant against Collins. Grant the pass to Simons. Here's Hart. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Hawks ball.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Now here's Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. And Capella sends it back.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just the timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Simons kicks to Lillard. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 6.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
It's Young on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Murray, good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense, the numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancers. Your Blazers Youth Dance Team.
Portland leading by 3. The pass to Lillard. Back to Simons. Lillard surveying the D. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Murray outside. Collins against Grant. Collins passes to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Now Simons. He's got 22. Lillard finds Simons. Shoots it up. The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he comes up with the deuce. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes to Grant. To the paint. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Young passes to Holiday. Here's Murray. And again, it's Atlanta.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Kicks it out to Collins. That evens the score. Collins has got 6.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
Pass to Hart. Simons up top. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Young. Holiday with it. Back to Young. Over Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing. Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Brown is checked in for Eubanks. Justice Winslow comes in for Grant. Sharp's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Anferny Simons. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Aaron Holiday comes in for DeJounte Murray. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Justin Holiday.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Down low. Brown finds Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Inside. Fades and shoots. And it's Brown missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Young. Some solid defense from Brown.
And even though it didn't go down, he did some nice work to get that inside.
Lillard, the pass to Winslow. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Holiday. The Hawks leading. Passes it to Collins. The kick out to Young. Back to Collins. Shoots over Brown. Offensive rebound. Okongwu. Good work defensively by Lillard. Portland's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, throwing 4 of 5 shooting. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So Sharp will go to the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Trae Young.
Foul.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
At the line.
Guys, the
for
D
one.
hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
The free throw drops for Sharp. The Hawks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's McConnell. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. And for Portland, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Walker the pass to Brown. And here's Sharp. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Winslow. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Floats one up. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Holiday, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Lillard. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Aaron Holiday. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Holiday. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And it's Walker, top of the key. Lillard outside. Pass to Sharp. Launches a three, and he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time. And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of those.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Back to Walker. Lets the three fly, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Walker. Lillard's got 15.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
That one goes. Counted.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside, Walker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Sharp.
2 minutes.
Over Young. Another shot. And it's Brown getting it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Yep, that one goes in there. McConnell's got his second basket of the game.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Now here's Brown. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Holiday dishes to Kaminsky. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Walker with a clean look, and Portland again with the bucket.
Shooting it right off the pass, Kemba was ready to let that one go.
And Young kicks to McConnell. They get a hand on it. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Okongwu. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Okongwu's now got the game tied up here for Atlanta. Outside, Walker. Now the pass to Sharp. Now Lillard. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Brown missing. And the Hawks with possession. Outside, Holiday. Here's McConnell. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we'll be back with you right after this.
85.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. Kemba Walker is out there with Johnson. And it's Eubanks in at center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here's Grant. Passes it to Eubanks. That shot off. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins looking around. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Collins has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. Walker against McConnell. Grant gets a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here's Collins. Outside Holiday. Lets it go with a three. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. Hart the pass to Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in.
Now the lineup for your Trailblazers. Ant-Man.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. McConnell against Walker. Pass to Simons. Over Murray. And it's Simons missing. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by one. Basket good. That's now 22 points for DeJounte Murray.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Now here's Hart. Back to Grant. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. From deep, Walker. And the three ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
From range, Kemba gets fearless and dangerous when he starts to heat up from there.
Back to Murray. And there's the feed to Capella. Clock at 4. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Walker kicks to Grant. Pass to Simons. That's tipped. Hart against Holiday. Murray outside. And the pass to Collins. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
For 3.
Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hart. Here's Eubanks. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Walker, top of the key. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
For 3.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. McConnell passes to Collins. Simons against Murray. Now here's McConnell, guarded close, and that one drops for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Walker the pass to Eubanks. And here is Simons. He's covered by Murray. There's Walker with the 3, and another 3 for Portland.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's McConnell. He can't get that one. Walker with some nice D. Portland's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the 3rd quarter ended. Three-pointers, Simon cans it from downtown. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Outside Collins. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Here's Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
If Clint Capella gets 2 feet into the painted area like that, you're going to have to foul.
Capella at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strengths, especially with how he attacks the backboard.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound and pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
Good on the second free throw. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Now, here's Collins. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
Pass to Eubanks. Simons surveying the D. Kicks it out to Grant. Eubanks the pass to Simons. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Great ball movement there.
The pass to Collins. Passes it to Murray. Shoots over Simon. Murray, no good. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Portland has possession. Grant kicks to Hart. Pass to Walker. Young with the steal. The dish to Holiday. In the corner, it's Capella. Murray against Hart. Shot from 12. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Got himself in great position that time for the putback. Capella with the kapow.
Back to Simons. Walker against Young. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Drew Eubanks. 1 shot.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Trailblazers.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thanks so much, David. And the dunk by Capella.
And what timing, Capella getting up there and capping that one off.
Lillard, the pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. Rejected by Murray. And he gets it back. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be Simons shooting. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Portland. And shooting one.
And Simons really settling in to what he is in this league, and that is a microwave scorer that can come in and get buckets.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
And so here's Portland. And stolen by Murray. "14 feet away. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got 6 rebounds in the game. Lillard against Young. And Lillard kicks to Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. The Hawks trail by 11. And there's the pass to Murray. Hawks passing it around. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. Murray's got 25 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it's blocked. Back to Lillard.
Defensively, you have to stay as connected as you possibly can with Damian Lillard. He's just too good with the ball. That leads to a foul.
At the line for Portland. Dame taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And Lillard loves the responsibility on a nightly basis as the leader of this team to get out there and set the tempo for what they're trying to do.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Young against Lillard. Step back shot. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Young. Lillard bounce pass. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Young, cool.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Passes to Simons. Back to Lillard. Simons on the wing.
2 minutes in the
Kicks it to Lillard. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
The Hawks trail by 5. Lob pass to Capella. From 20 feet out, a nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 17 points here in the second half. Young against Lillard. High post Young for three. Murray. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hart. Now here's Simons. Six to shoot. From deep. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Young for 3. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Trae Young, 5th personal foul, 4th team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there it is for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 6. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
To your Blazer dancers.
Back to Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins trying to break free. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Clint Capella, 3rd personal foul, 5th team foul. At the line for Portland, Dame, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Bobbed up there for Collins.
And maybe not the first guy you think about. Collins in the clutch.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Young.
At the line for Portland, Dame. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
It's time for some T-shirts. Here they come. Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancer. Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancer. Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancer. We need you to make some noise for your Blazer dancer.
We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Collins passes it to Murray. Shoots over Simons. Murray, no good.
He needs to try to get another basket this quarter because clearly his jumper is not going down right now.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's great to see Grant take on a bigger role over time. Now a real focal point of this offense.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing, Taylor. Off target from outside. Lillard outside. And so it's Portland winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, it never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
We've had a
Got
wonderful
a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks very much, Damian. It was a big night for everyone from long range. How did you get those shots?
I mean, I thought we just executed well. You know, yesterday we went over a lot of offense, 5-on-0. The second group, we walked through a lot of offense, and there was an emphasis to come out here and execute, run our plays, and get higher quality looks, and we did that, and I think it showed in the way we shot the ball. So we got to continue that.
Great spacing and great flow, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.